What's that for?
See to that they allow no strangers to enter the room.
They won't, I assure you.
Assurance isn't enough, John. They must be vigilant. They must be rigorously on guard against the unknown. Pay special attention to the doors and windows.
Yes, Professor, I'm afraid I don't understand.
It was necessary to move Lucy from her home to a safe room. You provided that here at the asylum.
But safe from what?
John, do not fear to think the most improbable. As you think it, remember our promise to one another, to not enlighten and thus not alarm the others. Admit enough.
Yes, Professor, but what effect will the garlic have on her loss of blood?
Perhaps none, perhaps all. You've been quick enough, John. If not yet my blood, she is your bride.
No man knows until he experiences it. What it is to feel his life drawn away and into the veins of the woman he adores.
And further, I trust your inspection on the marks of Miss Lucy's neck.
Yes, I did.
And you mean to tell me you have no suspicion as to what is killing your dear Lucy?
A nervous frustration following on a great loss of blood.
And how was the blood lost? John, it is the fault of our science that it wants to explain everything. And if it fails, there's nothing to explain.
But if her blood, great quantities of blood, was lost through a wound in her neck, where did it go? It wasn't on her clothing, it wasn't on the bedding, it was nowhere to be seen. If it happened as you say, what took it out?
A package has arrived for you, Professor.
Splendid, if you'll place her on the bed. And Miss Lucy?
She's on her way.
Oh, I'll see her up, excuse me.
Professor Van Helsing, I must ask.
Oh, Miss Mina, how can I say what I owe to you? Mr. Harker's journal was a sunshine to me. It dazzles me with insight. It opens a gate shrouded in superstition and disregard.
Yes, I gather that, but even still...
Ever Abraham Van Helsing could do anything for you or yours. If I may ever serve you as a friend, I trust you for that. There are darknesses in this dark between us, there are lights. And you, surely one is the light.
There is something.
Please.
Lucy has told you of her dreams, but I fear that they're not dreams.
What do you mean?
Many nights I would wake to find her gone, walking in her sleep towards the cliffs. Many nights I found her there and I'd bring her back home. Now, Professor, I have pledged her my confidence, so I must ask.
Your blood's on my tongue. Now, when you found her at the cliff, was she alone?
Yes. Each time but once. Once there was a man, or a shadow of a man, all in black, his face in the darkness. I thought nothing of it until reading Jonathan's journal, but the man he described and what he wrote of the Count's plan to come to London, I don't know what this means, but there seems to be some thread of continuity, some... No, you'll laugh and think me foolish.
Oh, my dear, I have learned not to let go anyone's beliefs, no matter how strange. But it's not the ordinary things that close our minds, but the extraordinary things, those mysteries on the fringe of our thinking.
And this is my request. I want to know what you know. I want to be informed of what you learn as you learn it.
Miss Mina, although Mr. Harker's suffering falls within the range of my experience...
You have promised me your friendship. Is your promise a worthy one or not?
Here we are.
It's just as you described.
Professor?
Have my button.
But you said nothing of the smell. My God.
Medicinal contraband, nothing more.
One of us will stay with you at all times. Keep watch, ensure your safety.
This, Miss Lucy, is for you.
Such flattery to be unwell received. Oh, Professor, such a beautiful wreath, but hang it on the...
It is to be worn.
Worn?
Like this.
Garlic around the window is one thing, sir, but I'm afraid I...
It will guard against your bad dreams, Miss Lucy.
But it's common garlic. I fear you're having a joke with me, Professor.
I warn you, do not thwart me! There's no just in what I do. Only grim purpose. Take care to mind me, if not for your own sake, then for the sake of the others.
I trust you have reasons for what you do, but I must say it puzzles me. We're a stranger to walk in, they think you're working up a spell to keep out an evil spirit.
Maybe I am.
Dr. Seward, sir.
Oh, yes, what is it?
It's Renfield. He's gone mad. You must come.
John?
May I come with you? This madman may serve as an index for investigation.
In what way?
Have not his outburst coincided with Lucy's bad dreams? We leave you in the best of hands.
Professor, what's happening to me?
You mustn't think that you need rest and
Mina, promise me this.
anything at all.
Promise you'll forgive me?
Lucy, don't be silly. Forgive you of what?
For something I know not of. There are dark imaginings in me. I fought to rid my mind of them, but they rise up within me, bringing color to my cheeks and a sickly taste in my mouth. God help me, Mina. I don't know what I've become.
Oh, and do let me recount how she entered the room. With such joie de vivre, such an easy gracefulness which would command the respect of any lunatic. For easiness is how bad people respect the most. Oh, Ryman from Gloucester, pray! What news?
Where did this chair come from?
From one who holds me in high esteem.
The one you call master.
Oh, where did you find him?
Renfield, listen to me.
And what's with the girl, Johnny? Oh, no wonder you're so heartbroken. She came by, using an assumed name. That I found dashing. We talked. We spoke of my fondness for Mozart, and she bested me with her treatise on Bach.
Miss Susie has been upstairs all day.
She's a very clever girl. Calls herself Mina. Claims to be lost, but then we are all lost in here, aren't we? I do hope she found her way.
You're speaking of Miss Mina then.
Name her what you will, right, Johnny? Any bride will do.
I don't tolerate this bit. Pursue it as it plays.
A voice, like water. Oh, could you direct me to the guest room? I seem to have taken a wrong turn. I quote her sonnets and sent her on her way. A lovely creature. She will be missed.
Missed. In what way will she be missed?
I entreat you, Dr. Silver, to let me out of this madhouse. Send me away, any way that you will, or I'll be forced to do something terrible.
And what would that
You must send me away. I'm in great danger, sir.
You're in no danger at all. You're perfectly safe here.
Please, I am speaking from the depth of my soul. I beg of you. Please, you know not what you do by just keeping me here. Please, you do not know whom you shall harm. I am asking you, please.
You will stay here till the court deems you fit. And these wild harangues will in no way further what should be considered safe.
I beg of you, sir, please. Bind me, beat me, drag me away, tie me to a rock, throw me into a jail, please. I'm speaking from the very depth of the soul.
All that's often explained. That's enough. That's
Hear him
enough.
out.
See that he goes nowhere.
No! You don't know what's coming! You don't know!
Renfield. Calm yourself. Now you spoke of this master. What of it?
Master?
And where did you get that knife? Who gave it to you?
Knife, you shall hear me now!
And now what? What is your thesis now?
Is the
My
light
thesis is this. I want you to believe.
To believe what?
Believe the things that you cannot. That is the essence of faith. To accept the things that can't be proved.
Professor, with all due respect, my patience with your cryptic homilies is coming to an end.
John, can you tell me why men in all ages, in all places, believe that there are people that live on forever? They are men and women who cannot die.
I did what I could to warn you. Remember that.
I don't know, Doctor. Miss Nina's been with her.
Doctor?
What?
What is it? What happened to your arm?
Oh, nothing. Clumsiness, I'm afraid. Miss Mina, if I may, did you happen to have the occasion to meet with one of my patients with me today?
In fact, I did. I became lost and I opened a large door, entered a corridor, and I found myself in the midst of your inmates. I was quite flummoxed. I spoke to a Count Renfield.
Count?
So he called himself. He told me of his love for the violin. Well, I'll leave our dear Lucy to you. She's doing much better today. Her sleep is peaceful and her color is restored.
Yes, and Mr. Harker, how is he?
Professor Van Helsing has met with him, with good results, I think.
May God's kindness be with us all.
Mr. Whitley! Find Professor Van Helsing. Send him directly here. Tell him they are gone. The marks on her neck, they've disappeared. Quickly now, go! Lucy? Lucy, wake up. Lucy, please. Lucy, come on now, wake up. Lucy, please. God, no.
Oh, Johnny, don't cry. I'm right here with you.
Lucy.
We're all alone, Johnny.
Lucy, you can't be.
Come here, please. Such warm hands. I like them.
You're no close at all, Lucy.
Kiss me. Please. Haven't you wanted to? I have. Oh, my love, I'm so glad you're here. Please kiss me. I broke your heart, Johnny, and I shall never rest until you forgive me. Come to me. Let me show you my true heart. That's it. That's it. Oh, my love, I'm so glad you're here. I've wanted this for so long. You were right, you know. Each of us do have a secret life. And I want you to know mine. So please, close your eyes. Will you do that for me? Good. Now kiss me.
No! No! Run for your life! Never hit someone! She's not out here!
What has happened to her?
Be mine!
Never!
For God's sake, what in the name of...
Quiet, John. Leave me.
My true friend. Guard him from me and give me peace. Keep him safe, for he is my true friend.
I swear on it. All over now, boys. She's gone from us.
Thank God her suffering is at an end.
Not so. This is only the beginning. We must arrange for our burial. This in secret to protect your good name, and then we must wait. Wait for what? There are strange and terrible days ahead of us. I entreat you, have faith in me. There be in your heart pity.
For what reason? It is I who have lost the light of my life.
Pity me because I know why.
But you test the limits of my sympathetic and tell us nothing.
Now I'm sorry. There are strange and terrible days ahead. You nor Miss Mina are in no danger. This room, in fact, and all the asylum shall remain safe as long as no stranger is granted permission to enter. You were right, Miss Hawk. The Count is somewhere here in London. We will find his whereabouts to you.
But the name of the property, though, remains lost to me.
As he burned it from your journal, he too burned it from your mind.
I will find it, Professor. I'm in your debt. You show me that I did see what I imagined. For that cure, I'm ever at your service.
Let us all be friends for all our lives. Now, John, admit to Walter must go through before we arrive at this.
Enough! Either you tell me your plans, or you leave us in peace. I'm through being spoken to as though I were a child.
A grown man, is that right?
That's right.
No longer my student.
That's right.
The man who once saved my life.
Yes.
Well, John, our conscious son.
What do you mean?
I've just saved yours. She is the undead. The restless, bloodletting vampire. She must go on, age after age, relying on the lifeblood of humanity, and multiplying the evils of the world in an ever-winding circle of destruction. The Nosferatu, the scourge of Christendom, the lords of Lucifer.
Professor, have you gone
Oh, that's a hand, John! Man will be easy compared to a truth such as this. Why do you think I took such time, such care to tell you? Knowing of your love for her. It was no longer your heart which is at risk, but your heart's mission.
If this were all the Count be so, we are too late, is that right? Her soul is already lost?
Lost before our daring. Following her burial, we must go to her tomb. This in secret to protect her good name and not to bring any more of her kind down upon us.
And then?
Once there, we will drive a stake through her heart. Sever her head from
Professor! What have I done that you would torture me so? I will never consent to that. I will not have her too young grave dishonored in such a way. It is unthinkable!
I'm sure you unthinkable! If you dare come with me the night of her burial, I'll convince you of my plan.
Won't you ask me to enter?
Where are you? I've told you before. I've told you no. I will not be damned as the devil's accomplice.
Did I not send the prize? Fat ones with steel and sapphire on their wings, and then moths with heads of death.
The Encrocia Atropos?
Yes, but I will not stop there.
No more. I will no more.
Rats, and more. Hundreds, thousands, millions of them. And everyone alive.
No.
And cats to eat rats. Lords eat the cat. All filled luscious bread, but all filled with years and years of life.
And the dogs? What then to eat the dogs?
The wolves! And all these lives I shall give you from time eternal. And all these lives and more, if you won't worship me.
I am your servant.
Thou bid to enter.
Enter, my lord and master. Enter! I have waited patiently, master. With diligence I have waited for you.
And great shall be your reward.
Oh, please take me with you, master. Please, please take me!
And that's another one. That's 3 of them in the past 2 days.
Missing like the others?
Yes, a little boy, 6 years old, found lost, disoriented, a bruise on his neck. claiming, like the others, to have been snatched up by the Bloofer lady.
How odd.
On the day of Lucy's funeral, it's too much to bear. Jonathan, you've not told me where you're going.
You're safe here, Mina.
That's not what I asked. We're to have no secrets. That is our pact. No, it's near midnight. Where are you going?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
I've been asked not to.
By whom? Jonathan, please.
By Professor Van Helsing. He's assured me that neither of us is in danger, but Miss Lucy must be attended to. The whereabouts of the Count must be discovered.
Attended to? What does that mean? Lucy's been entombed for days, and not only 2 hours ago we said our final prayers over her. Jonathan, what is it?
You must trust in my silence, Nina. You must stay here, where it is safe.
In all the great rounds of its daily course, the sun shines on no life more miserable than mine. He has betrayed me. Mark these words right now. Look to the person next to you. Borrow a pencil, for I shall not be saying this again. I would rather die than be betrayed. There is no deceit in death, for it delivers precisely what it needs to. Betrayal, though, that is the willful slaughter of hope. It shall not sit.
Now it is time. The sun is about to rise. Look within.
Never have I endured a more woeful night. Waiting in this graveyard for hours, and for what reason?
John, help us here. May your eyes see, but your heart refuse. My God! That I fear.
What have you done with her? Answer me. In this very crypt I saw her laid in. You're behind me, Sergeant.
No, John.
And I, of all people, will not recognize madness when it stands before me.
You would come. John, listen to me. I have not done anything.
With what malice do you lure the living to your purpose, and what ghastly lies do you inflict upon the dead?
Calm down.
What have you done with her? Answer me.
You require more proof? You shall have it.
Little boy, come and see me, little boy.
Who's there? Hide now. Back away and observe.
I'm a friend of the children. I am the Bloofer lady. Won't you come out and play? That would make the Bloofer lady. Hi there, Johnny. Want to be my little friend?
John, there's no need. The sun is about to rise.
Come to Lucy. My arms are so hungry for you. Be my husband, Johnny. Come to me and let me be yours.
John, that's not her. That's not the Lucy we know.
Who knows you better, Johnny? Who's loved you all these
You
years?
shall not go.
I know your thoughts, Jack. I know your wishes before you wish them.
Lucy, what have they done to you?
They've given me life. Life eternal. Yours for a kiss, Johnny. It's all yours for a kiss.
It is not your beauty that is gone. It is your soul.
No!
It is your soul that I love. Where is it gone?
No, Johnny, no more!
I love it.
I love you.
Give it any time. The sun will rise and it will be over.
I feel you myself.
No!
Faith now, Jack. It will all be over. Soon you will see her as she was. The two of us are. If I could spare you any of it, my friend, surely would.
Let's be done with it.
Now, the host, the Holy Bread of Communion, when placed on her bed, will send her to an eternal grave. She will rest with the angels. Then I will place this point over her heart and speak the holy words as you strike. John, We must.
It is my hand that loved her best, and my hand that will deliver her.
Very well. We come for the sake of our dear Miss Lucy. May the light of heaven drive this wretched darkness from her soul. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Look now upon her face. She has changed back. She's no longer the devil's concubine. She is the Lucy we once loved, her purity and sweetness restored. John, if you will kiss her, as she asked, may this kiss send her to heaven. Isaac and I will finish it here. The mouth must be filled with garlic, then a head set. Then one step of our work is complete. What remains is to locate the author of these our sorrows and rid him from the God.
Professor,
Yes,
as Miss Lucy screamed the final time, I felt the Bible grow warm in my hands.
that is the power of the Lord.
But this, further, the word has been burned into the cover.
Hard facts.
The Count's destination, in the State, here, in London.
You're certain?
Yes, I am.
Miss Lucy's final gift to us. John, do you know of this estate? John, what is it?
Had we but known we were going to save Lucy.
I don't understand.
Carfax. It adjoins the asylum. He has been all this time in our midst.
Mina!
Bird blood! Feather blood! Spider blood! Fly blood! Bird blood! Spider blood! Fly blood! Bird! Spider! The mad stay mad as long as they are chained. I lose in a foot of it, they the wretched sane. Make a wish. Master!
Jonathan! What is
You
it?
safe?
You assured me I would be. What's the matter?
I want us to be married.
And we shall be in 2 months. The plans are made.
Now. I want us to be married now. I want us to partake of the holy bread and join our souls together as man and wife.
But my love, why now?
Should any harm befall us, either of us,
Jonathan, I'm here. We're safe. What is it?
the rosary.
It must have fallen as I dressed. There. You see? All is well.
As the days passed, I alone began to suspect the changes. The skin growing more pale, distant, listless gaze. In all efforts to protect Miss Rena, we, too literally I'm afraid, kept her in the darkness. The deeper part of the secret is that she herself is unaware, a stranger to her own transformation.
Thank you for coming. I shall waste no time in making my point. And if you feel that I talk above my station, let the magnitude of the circumstance be my apology. These past 3 nights, I've slept fitfully. I've heard noises in the dark and have been plagued by disturbing dreams. This darkness, this silence between us must come to an end. We must work together in absolute trust, and therefore be stronger as a group than we are alone. You have been in the search of the Count. So too, I fear, have have I?
My God!
I have no memory of it, but the marks are clear. Now you must tell me, is this how Lucy died? Through some maladventure with the Count? Keep this from me no longer. Professor?
There are such things as vampires. They are known everywhere that men have ever lived. Nosferatu had the strength of 20 men. The ancient ones, like our dear Count Dracula, armed as the cunning of the ages. He can transform himself into wolf or bat, mist or fog, any form of nature that suits him. He throws no shadow, to be seen in no mirror, and for sustenance one thing only. Blood of the living. One especial particle is plenty, grows younger. His faculties are more stronger. Ghastly powers more vital by the hour.
And to those bitten, his hunger brings death?
Death of goodness, yes. For those who have been bitten repeatedly, as I prayed to our Lord, you have not become the very things that afflict me. Disciples of the night.
How could this change befall Mina? She is pure of heart.
So too was the Count. Studied him for many years. In life he was a man of the utmost virtue. The terror it is, this evil brought riches in his soul most pure.
You assured me she was safe here, Professor. You gave me your word.
His powers invested our knowledge. But don't
Waste no more of our time! I beg you directly, you tell me, is there no way to defeat this monster?
But there is, Mr. Arthur. Dracula can do these many things, but he is not free. He is shackled to the laws of the night. His power ceases, as does that of many evil things, at the coming of the day. Certain objects hold a telling power over him. The garlic, the holy bread of communion, the holy cross of our Lord, the branch of the wild rose, and placed upon his coffin, serves to lock him fast within. And he at first cannot enter anywhere without someone who dwells there bid him enter.
Meaning, someone let him loose.
And Amina.
And most of the moment, each day he must sleep in his native soil or he will die.
Digging.
Exactly! That's what you heard. Boxes of Transylvanian soil being filled. Boxes that are here now in London.
The ship's log notes the Count's cargo at 50 boxes. And just today, at Carfax, the professor and I found 48 of them.
I'll sanctify the soul of each, making them of no use to the Count. When we find the remaining 2 boxes, we shall find the man himself. Finally, these words above all others. If we in this room fail tonight, our fate is not one of mere life and death. It is that we become as foul creatures of the night, without heart, without conscience, preying on the quivering bodies of the ones we love most. If we fail, to us forever are the gates of heaven shut. So I tell you now, look into yourself and answer this. Are we to cower in the face of adversity? Or are we to, as Miss Mina has bravely said, to rise up and hunt this true man to his wretched death? Now, with a steadfast belief in science, a fierce reliance on faith, and the avid hope that there is light in us to dispel the darkness, we pledge our whole selves. Amen.
Amen.
Now, we have either sealed the death of ourselves or the death now of the Count. Now, to the remaining boxes, if we shall... Move no straight quickly to the bed. She's lost more blood than we imagine. John, make him ready. I shall need at his veins.
Right here.
Relax.
Professor Van Helsing.
Calm down. Steady. You are giving her the life which he has stolen.
Dr. Seward! Dr. Seward, sir! He's escaped!
Who?
Oh my God, that's right there, sir! He's escaped!
He'll lead us to the Count. Professor, come!
I can't leave here.
You alone know his mind. You alone can confront him.
John, you must understand. I'm in the middle of something.
Hurry now! There's no time to waste!
Mr. Harper.
Professor, you must go.
Mr.
Go before it's too late.
Professor, now!
All day and all night do I wait, but nothing. All this promise of bloody creatures teeming with life, nothing.
Professor!
I was to serve you, Master, all through the ages.
Is anyone there? Please help us!
I tried to warn them, but they would not listen.
Please!
But a wanted sailor with a cape. But he will keep his promise to her. She will get her life. She will get her blood. Because she is beautiful. Because she pleases him. Because he can sink his teeth into her. And what about us? The great, unbeautiful multitudes. The ones blessed with honest devotion. We can love you more truly, more deeply. Oh, Master, please forgive me. Do not forget me, your servant. Please. I never doubted you, Master. I knew that you would not forsake me. Please. I know that you would accept me into your kingdom. A holy, rich, and holy.
My sweet, beautiful Mina,
What are you?
I have dined with kings. I have commanded nations. I have worked fine chisel lines into the faces of young women. But time should not scar you. You are for the ages.
The rosary, Mina.
Toys? Why do you test my patience with these petty toys? I am not a weak man you met in Transylvania, Mr. Harker. For your gift of England has made me strong. Won't good it seems return again and again, and never have its fill.
Stay away from her.
Mr. Harker, you know how I prize civility. Another sound and I will have to feed her your brain.
Let her be. Let her be, or I shall.
Thank you, Mr. Harker, for the use of your knife. It suits my purpose. I quite like it here. The men of England live lives of order. Not even a ripple disturbs the still surface of their complacency. But standing waters grow fetid, giving rise to disease. The complacent man is my puppet, and his lover my bride.
But why me? Only tell me, what have I done?
You are their treasure. You stir their dreams, all of them, but not just your betrothed, but all of them desire your love. And you, their best beautiful flower, are mine. Blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh, kin of my kin, my beautiful, bountiful winepress. But you are weak, and here is strength, here is substance, here is life. Come now, and drink. But when I whisper, come to me, you shall travel the ages, travel the oceans of time, and do my bidding.
God! Our theory is proved fact.
What have you done to them?
I have done all I can for them.
I have given rest to one, food to another, and heaven to a third.
Let her go! No! The soil of your homeland has been sanctified, box after box after box.
No!
Your coffin home has been destroyed.
You shall yet be sorry, each and every one of you. My revenge has just begun.
Nowhere left to hide.
Eternity shall comfort me.
Your time is drawing near.
The century shall be my home.
Truly my soul waits upon
Do
God.
not mock me with
For he is
your
my
words.
strength and my refuge.
Faith has made
Think
me
of
of my
something.
shackles.
Thank the light to
Faith
live.
has weakened the bones.
For the Lord has spoken.
For he has spoken, but not been heard.
No sight of him?
100 white boats running to the sea, and each step becoming mist, fog, disappear onto the horizon.
What is here? What has happened?
He's gone.
Mina! Oh God, help her! This blood. This is his handiwork. Answer me!
Jonathan! Stay with me.
For years I wanted nothing more than access to the soul of a man. Had I but known.
Amid this misery, we have learned something. Notwithstanding his powers, he fears us.
How can you say that?
It's nothing why he's hurried escape. He fears want, he fears time. The heart of our plan, the destruction of his ancient soil, is sound. That box here counts as 49.
But there is still one left.
That I propose is for travel.
To where?
To that else, to his home. The soil he must have to survive.
Jonathan, I'm unclean. You must never touch me or kiss me again. Such cruel fate to be feared by you whom I love most of all. There's poison in me, an insurrection in my soul that will lead God knows where. But this you must promise me. If his change wins me, if I am so changed that I enter the blackest part of the world and become a beast such as him, you must kill me.
Never!
Without hesitation and without remorse.
Do not ask this
You
of me!
must kill me. I'm infected by this enemy. His blood in my blood, his blood on my lips,
Mina?
and my blood in his. Dr. Seward,
What is it?
Hypnotize me.
What?
you know the procedure, don't you? Lucy told me.
Well, yes.
There is a way to know his plan and track him safely. Through his own blood, through me.
But of course we have been blind. And now Miss Mina has helped us see. We too have powers. And let him now be marshaled against him. John, do as she says. Now, Mr. Arthur, prepare passage for us. I suspect we're headed to to Transylvania, to the lair of the Count.
Look now, deep within your mind, what is there?
Darkness, nothing more.
And now the four of us heading east, aboard the Orient Express.
I had the men fight their bill before we left. There's no idle caution.
And now, what is there? The same?
Yes, darkness close at hand. A musty smell around me.
The Count in his coffin. It is working.
And beyond, the sound of the waves, still pounding and pounding.
The hypnosis reveals the Count traveling by boat.
So we travel overland by train to reach Barnell before he does.
Days later, it's still the same.
No, there's a change. The waves have stopped. Now voices, footsteps.
He's reached the port.
And we are here at Varna, waiting for him.
Where is he?
Searching the ship high and low.
Nothing.
But he has tricked us.
He sailed to another port.
That is the risk of hypnosis. He may see odd thoughts through Miss Mina.
Water again. Not crashing, a softer sound.
He's traveling by river.
Yes, a river, that's it, that's the sound.
The Seraph. I know of it from my travels. It runs around the Bordeaux
And
Pass.
to the castle. Right.
Yes, I'll procure some ships and give chase on the water.
Good. Take Mr. Harper with you.
Very
What
well.
of Mina?
I will take it to the castle.
Have you gone mad?
She alone can lead us, and she alone can take us to the heart of his crib. And once there, I will effect his
Not for the world will I let you do this. Not by heaven or by
She
hell.
has a great weapon in this.
Do you even know what that place is? Have you been inside that hellish den where officially shapes appear every speck of
I
dust?
beg of you, say no more.
You have not! Thousands have been lips upon your throats! I think you let us know you!
Please! I beg of you, say no more! He is listening even now, and through me knows your every word. So please, if you hold me in your hearts, say no more. From this moment on, tell
Mr. Hawkins.
On your own soul does this lie.
We're on the river now, Harper and I, following the Count's ship.
And the professor and I by a wagon towards the castle.
Miss Mina's internal struggle is unmistakable.
At sunrise, this weakness in me. Then at sunset, this strength, this hunger.
I can see the vampire taking hold within her.
My gums so sore from the force of my teeth coming alive in my mouth.
May God make us ministers of this monster's destruction.
What changes are here that my body welcomes, what my mind most fears?
And now, the Count's boat, heading for shore, docking.
The castle now in sight.
There's the box.
A wooden box being placed to a team, hitched to a wagon.
And there, the castle door almost reached. And in the distance, a wagon approaching. No driver at its head.
Horses procured and we give chase.
We ride at fury. We are racing the sunset.
But the castle door has carriage stops.
His wagon pulls away and there.
And there before us is the object of our chase.
Quickly, we must take him before the light is gone.
Yeah? What have you done with her?
Let us settle first with the Count before it is too late, Professor.
Harper, help me!
Get the tools ready.
Come quickly now, before it's too late.
The light is almost gone. Now, Mr. Hawkins. Now, Mr. Hawkins.
Hurry now!
Come to me, my love. Won't you come and be my husband? My bridesmaids have brought me to the altar. Now, Jonathan, I'm ready to marry you now.
Mina,
Now, Jonathan,
Obey,
there are no
obey.
secrets between us now. Here is the holy bread. If you truly love me, marry me now.
Oh, Mr. Hawkins.
Come to me. Marry yourself to me.
No.
Mina, don't!
You are my bride.
Truly, my soul waits upon God. For he is my salvation and my God.
No!
My strength and my refuge is in God.
The holy bread.
Praise be to God. No, Mr. Hopkins. Get it! It's over. Our work has not been in vain.
We should, I think, have some sympathy for the hunted.
Mina,
His misery is the saddest of all. His soul too must be saved.
we have sent him to eternal hell where he belongs.
Let us speak.
For someday I too may need such compassion. Would you then, had I been so guilty, deny salvation to me?
She's right.
He must be to heaven sent. Now, only now, is our work complete.
The marks on your neck, Mina. They're gone.
Praise be to God. You may now, you, Mina, and Jonathan, be rightfully joined in his name. And may the light of love vanquish all fears from now and forever.
Gone. The hair, the skin, the bones. The very man himself. Crumbled into dust and gone.
The God of light has emerged victorious. There is no joy in such a victory, for the web of darkness is constantly being woven. From the ashes of conquest is born revenge. So we vow to remain silent. What we saw with our own eyes and heard with our own ears shall remain with us always. Not as memory, but as living truth.